Response: we are sending an armada. We have submarines, very powerful, and we have the best military people on the planet, says U.S. President Donald Trump. The United States says it will employ any means necessary to prevent a nuclear attack on itself as well as its allies in the region. This includes a military strike, says Mike Pence when he visited the DMZ last month in mid-April. www.cbs News, www.foxnews.com. The United States recently, in the last month, deployed the USS Carl Vinson, along with 2 Aegis-class destroyers, as well as an Aegis-class cruiser to the Korean Peninsula. However, these ships had several exercises with the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force and the Australian Navy, but now they are in the region and they are still accompanied by several Japanese destroyers and several South Korean Navy ships. Also, the USS Michigan, an Ohio-class ballistic missile submarine which has immense power, much more powerful than the aircraft carrier, in words of U.S. President Donald Trump, arrived in Busan, South Korea on April 25th. www.foxnews.com. In response, North Korea said it can sink this aircraft carrier. Can they, though? What has China done in problems with the partnership? China is trying to ease rising tensions. They have agreed to work with the United States in a situation, but they have different points of view on the denuclearization of North Korea. Washington believes in using pressure to influence North Korea to change its behavior, while Chinese diplomats and scholars have a much more negative view of sanctions and pressure tactics, says the International Crisis Group's Daniel Pinkston. They tend to see public measures as humiliating and counterproductive, but China finally be realizing the dangers of allowing North Korea to further advance its weapons technology. Frosty China to North Korean relations, Beijing's reduced tolerance, and changes in North Korea's weapons capability have all likely contributed to China's recalibration. For the first time, the Chinese government appears to have laid down a bottom line with North Korea and is threatening Pyongyang with a response of unprecedented ferocity if the government of Kim Jong-un goes ahead with a test of either an intercontinental ballistic missile or a nuclear device. North Korea, China's main protege since 1950, has jolted Jinping, making him, the Chinese president, look vulnerable by its warning that it will never beg for the maintenance of friendship with China, and that China should desist from preaching it to give up its nuclear missile programs, which are as precious to it as its own life. Needless to say, it puts China in a quandary. North Korea should be careful, however, because China is their only ally and largest source of natural resources such as